This is a true story. A chef was using the toilet when a giant wave suddenly flipped the entire ship. Harrison, sitting on the toilet, was thrown off in an instant. The bathroom went completely dark. Outside, he heard people screaming. Fear and panic gripped his heart. He rushed out to see what was happening. 3 of his colleagues were desperately trying to open a door to escape. He wanted to help until he noticed something terrifying. The water level was rising fast. The door was stuck, sealed shut by the immense pressure of the water. It was impossible to open. There was nothing they could do. Harrison made a quick decision. He had to find a life jacket. He ran into the second officer's cabin, grabbing a life jacket and a solar-powered lamp. But just as he was about to leave, he realized the door was stuck. The water level outside had risen dangerously high, maybe even flooding the entire corridor. Then, silence. Moments later, he felt the ship hit the seabed. Soon after, his lamp ran out of power. Total darkness. The water kept rising. The air was running out. Harrison knew if he stayed, he would die. Once the water pressure equalized, he took a deep breath, forced the door open, and dove into the freezing blackness. As he swam forward, his hand brushed against something. Lifeless bodies. His 3 colleagues. Fear surged through him, but he had to stay calm. He swam on until he found an office that hadn't been completely flooded, but the icy seawater had already numbed his body. To survive, he built a small raft out of floating wooden boards and a mattress, keeping himself out of the freezing water. Searching the room, he found a bottle of soda and a can of fish. All he could do now was wait. The silence of the deep sea made every sound sharper. Then, hope, a boat. He heard it above him, but instead of rescuing him, they dropped a marker and left, until he saw a beam of light moving through the water. The rescue team, Harrison, banged on the walls, making as much noise as he could. The light slowly moved toward the door. He was about to swim over when, suddenly, the diver turned away and left. Then, another light appeared, this time closer. Without thinking, Harrison swam toward it and grabbed the diver's leg. The diver, checking for bodies, was terrified when a hand suddenly grabbed him in the dark. But after recovering from the shock, he led Harrison back to the office, where they signaled for help. But Harrison couldn't be brought to the surface immediately. Because he had spent so long underwater at high pressure, he had to go through a slow decompression process inside a diving chamber. Harrison was the only survivor of the shipwreck.